Imagine being young, fit, and in the prime of your life, only to suddenly collapse because your lungs are literally filling with fluid. In May 1993, this nightmare became a reality in the Southwestern United States. Within just a few weeks, 10 healthy members of the Navajo tribe died from a mysterious illness that seemed to strike out of nowhere. At the time, the mortality rate was a staggering 75%, meaning 3 out of every 4 people who got sick didn't make it. Medical investigators were completely baffled, but while the scientists were scrambling for answers, the tribal elders already knew what was happening. Namaskar dosto, and welcome back to Insight Pulse. Today, we are looking at the Navajo warning, a story of how ancient oral history predicted a modern medical crisis and what it teaches us about a silent killer called hantavirus. You see, for the Navajo people, this wasn't exactly new. Their elders told the scientists that their history already had a record of this. They noticed a pattern. Whenever there is heavy rain, there is a bumper crop of Pinion pine nuts. These nuts are a favorite food for mice, and when the food supply explodes, the mouse population explodes right along with it. More mice meant more contact with humans, and that is exactly where the disease was hiding. By June 16th, scientists confirmed what the elders suspected. The virus was living in the mice. This specific strain became known as Hantavirus Pulmonary Syndrome, or HPS. Unlike the version seen in the Korean War that attacks the kidneys, HPS targets your lungs. It starts like a normal flu, but then it takes a terrifying turn where you struggle to breathe and eventually suffocate from the inside out. But why did it happen so suddenly in 1993? It turns out the culprit was a massive El Niño cycle in 1991 and 1992. This weather pattern brought extreme rain to the desert, leading to that massive nut crop the elders talked about. This shows us that hantavirus isn't just a medical issue, it's a climate issue. In fact, with a large El Niño predicted for 2026, we might see these mouse booms happening all over again. The scariest part is that even today, there is no vaccine and no cure. If you end up in the hospital, doctors can only give you supportive care and hope your immune system is strong enough to fight it off. So, what can we do? The lesson from the Navajo warning is that prevention is our only real shield. If you are cleaning out a storage room, a shed, or any place where mice might live, don't just sweep up the dust. That dust can carry microscopic virus particles from mouse droppings, and breathing it in is how you get infected. Always wear an N95 mask and gloves. Seal up any gaps in your home where rodents could enter, and keep your food in airtight containers. Hantavirus is a silent threat that has been with us for decades, often only making headlines when it's too late. But by staying aware and respecting the patterns of nature, we can stay safe. If you found this deep dive into the Navajo mystery helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Have you ever noticed an explosion of rodents in your area after a rainy season? Let's talk about it in the comments below. I'm your host, and I'll see you in the next one.